think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go, haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go, haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go, haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go.
And if you was instead of hating, you'd be balling too. I know you seen us falling too. All the rich niggas is all my crew. Fuck it, they can't touch us. If stuck up is what you call it, cool. Ooh, you should have seen when I came down in that. Black on black, cause it's greater haters face down on the mat. Splat, yeah, I can make a green nigga mad. Quick, fast, flash like 10 cash on this bitch. I can tell I'm a G by the walk in the stands. I play the game, make me talk in the stands. Watch how you talk when you talk to the man. If it ain't about bread, you talk to the hand. I show you how to get rich. You got a weak arm, I'll show you how to preach. Made so play, I'll show you by the hit. And tell the police I don't know about shit. Hey, guy, I'm fly, something like the air. Ain't that something when it's stunting, man? It's nothing like air. Homie, hold it right there. Homeboy, I'm right there.
Haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go, haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go.
I got one in the back, I got one in the front. I make them do what I say. They tell me say what I want, I tell them get your money, girl, and just stop breathing. Cause if it ain't about that dough, it ain't about me neither. See a gangster like myself, I get that paper and women. Man, your woman probably out there with some paper to give me. Listen, you're looking at a real pimp, ask my old women. And they'll tell you no remote, I control women. I'm a whole load, put me in the game, woman. If he ain't paying, then he shouldn't be playing. I'm saying, broke dudes only make jokes funny. I make more than I can fit in this quote, honey. Unquote, come sun soak with me, ma. Fly you down here and lay you up in my beach house.
Haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go, haters.
All right. I was a little bit late, y'all, because I was working on another video, something that upsetted me. Salute to my guy, Light Skin Business, Antonio Brown, salute. 84 LX Cuddy, salute. Peace and blessings to all the men in here. Peace and blessings, King. Peace and blessings to everybody here. Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button for me if y'all haven't already. But yeah, let y'all know what I was talking about first, right? I'm working on a video on my other channel. It's called The Upper Echelon Man and everything, right? And it was something that hurt my heart a little bit, right? Like, us as men, we got to do better, bro. Like, I was looking at the thing where the girl from Houston, how she got hit in the face with Todd Swindle, salute, King. How the lady from Houston got smacked in the face with a brick. You know what I'm saying? So that right there is what I was doing a video on that. But I'm here now. We back to sports and everything. And my wife, me and her was discussing it. And we was discussing it, and it's a sad day. It's a sad day when a woman can't tell a man no. You feel what I'm saying? Like, a woman can't tell a man no without him getting mad and smacking him in the face with a brick. But yeah, I'm gonna get in on that later. But right now, salute everybody. Todd Swindle, salute, King. But what we're gonna talk about here, we're gonna talk about what really went down. You know, they say Bomac done got arrested. They saying Earl Spence done fired Derrick James. Nah, 84 LX. Nah, what had happened, they sat there and took a old video that she did a skit where she slapped a white guy, but it was skits. She used to make skits of slapping white guys and starting to twerk. But what happened right here, the dude asked for her number, and she didn't want to give it to him. TJ the fan, salute, King. And she didn't want to give him the number. And my man got upset and smacked her in the face with a brick. But either way, you know, that's our queens, that's our sisters. We ain't supposed to be smacking them with no damn bricks, period. Like, and my wife, I was talking to my wife, like, she even explained to me, like, when she goes out, like, she's scared. She ain't give a person her number just to block the number because she said men these days, they get so upset when you tell them no. Like, men can't take the no. Like, if they try to press you, and she said, especially like the light skin was when you try to press you and ask you for your number, and if you tell them no, they feel some type of offended, like you gotta give it to them, and then they get aggressive and they act like they want to fight you. And like I told her, I said, I wish I'm there when that thing happened, whether I'm injured or not. I sit there and send a person to the maker. I'm sorry. Smoking Buzz Revenge salute. You know, like I done changed my life around and everything, and you know, dealing with the Most High and everything, but I still was a bad man in one day. You know what I'm saying? Like I still did over 10 years for certain charges, and you know, my family comes first. Even though I'm instrument of the Most High, you're not gonna hurt what's mine and what I love. That's facts. First off, and secondly, I have a daughter that's 14, and she's very beautiful, and ain't nobody gonna make her feel like she's scared to tell you no. If she not feeling it, she not feeling it. And it's crazy though because we have came to a society of men where men are more feminine than the women. Not saying y'all because you know we up here, we men on this channel, but men have got to this society where they act more feminine than the women, where the women are acting more masculine than the men. And I'm not saying that the women are completely blameless. Like sometimes a woman will put herself in a man's role, which she should not, because she got to realize when you put yourself in a man role, not every man has the patience, and not every man can control his temper, and not every man will not do what another man will do. Because some men, they'll go ahead and give you what you ask for. You know, they non-discriminatory. And you know, I've learned as a man, because you know, I love my mother, my grandmother, my wife, my kids. And you know, that's put me a different perspective on it, you know. And I've never been the type of guy to get mad if a chick turns me down. Because I mean, not saying I'm the best looking, but I've never really had that problem. I mean, if I wanted a chick, I usually got it. But if not, I felt like it was her loss, you know. But it's done got to the fact now where men be gorilla pimping just to get the females. But you know, it's on my Upper Echelon Man channel. I'm gonna post it up on there, talk about it over there. But for right now, we about to get this boxing going. First off, Derrick James did not fire Earl. Errol Spence did not fire Derrick James. That's for one. That's people that's out here. They don't got content to post. So since they don't have no content, they want to make up stories, make up lies. Yes, they're looking to get another trainer into the camp. Yes, they're trying to get another eye in there. Yes, they're trying to figure out a way to, you know, upgrade Earl's skills a little bit. You know, Derrick James has 5 contenders. He got 5 championship caliber fighters. And, and you know, the load is kind of tough. Excuse me. And you know, another pair of eyes could be great. But yeah, Derrick James and Earl Spence are beyond boxing. You know, he started Earl's career. He's been training him since day one. All right, can y'all hear me now? Is the sound up now? Life is good. Salute. Let me know if the sound's right now, people. Okay, we back. We back like that good. Like we back like 4 and a baby turning to 6 and a maybe. You feel me? We back. Okay, okay. Salute to all things. Salute to my man. Life is good. Salute, salute, salute. But yeah, the link right there. Anybody want to hop up here and we can get this cook going? We can get the cook going. But yeah, it's not came to the fact Earl Spence is not getting rid of Derrick James. They do need more eyes in that camp though, because he's training Ryan Garcia, he's training Anthony Joshua, Jermell Charlo, Frank Martin, and you know that's a lot of contenders that you training. You feel me? Like, and Derrick James, like, he just had basically 4 fights back to back to back. We had Frank Martin, then Spence, then Joshua, now we got Charlo. That's 4 fights back to back to back, not considering Ryan's fight. And see, Derrick James has to push his time between each fighter. And there's only so many hours in a day, so much times in a day. So, you know, it makes it real tough. But Earl and Derrick have a deeper bond than just boxing. And Earl, one thing, Earl is he's a real person. He's loyal. He's real and he's loyal. So, you know, him and Derrick James ain't about to stop over nothing like that, especially not right now. Now, not saying that I don't think Earl will walk away from Derrick. Like, if he felt like Derrick couldn't provide him what he needed, I feel like probably he would walk away from Derrick. They'd still be cool because, you know, they know it's a business aspect and that don't come in between their personal aspect. I believe that they can keep it separate from business and personal. But I feel like Derrick James, he knows what he's doing. He's got Earl to that point where he's a unified, he's a champion. He had him unified, he had 1 fight away from being undisputed. And he has another undisputed champion in Charlo. So I feel like, you know, he knows what type of fighter he has and what type of coach he has. But they talk about getting Blu-ray back for the Earl Spence rematch. That's a good thing. Now, I think Blu-ray and Derrick James, they have a few issues, but they're going to have to be men and they're going to have to iron that out. You know, they're going to have to iron it out because at the end of the day, it's not about Blu-ray. It's not about Derrick James. It's about Earl the True Spence. It's about his career. Now, you know, for some time, Earl was the big payday for Derrick. But Anthony Joshua was there now. And everybody knows the heavyweights, that's where the big money is. So, you know, Anthony Joshua might be a bigger person than Earl Spence is for the moment. But Earl still with Derrick. You know, they've been together for a minute. But I'm going to tell you like this. Well, Earl Spence and Derrick James, and I've sent this out to Derrick James, and I told him, I did a video about it today. What they need to do, they need to get Jerron Boots Ennis in for sparring, at least for like 2 to 3 weeks for that camp. And people say, why would you do that? Because it'd be great for Boots. It'd be great for Earl. It'd be great for Bozy Ennis. It'd be great for Derrick James. I feel like Boots is the best welterweight out there right now. I don't think Crawford can do the things that Boots can do. Boots is young, smarter, and hungry. And he's faster than Crawford. You got to realize Boots is a young lion. He's a young killer. Now, I'm not saying Boots will beat Crawford because, you know, experience plays a lot as well. But if you get Boots in that ring, you know Earl will get better looks right there. He'll be more prepared for Terrence Crawford. And Boots will be going against somebody the caliber of Earl Spence. He can't get that nowhere else. That's great training for him. And not saying that Earl and them are going to fight anytime soon. Because what people don't realize is before Sean Porter fought Terrence Crawford, Sean Porter reached out to get Boots in his camp. Yeah. Sean Porter was trying to get Boots Ennis in his camp so he can get some looks for Terrence Crawford. And I feel like that's the best motive that you need right there. Is if you got Jerron Ennis in that camp with you, hey, he can give you the styles that Terrence give you. Plus, he moves in the same styles that Terrence has, and he moves more fluidly. And he's longer than Terrence. And I'm not going to say he has more power than Terrence, but Boots has power in both hands, while Terrence has a devastating right. And Boots can give Earl the sparring and the advantages that he needs to overcome a Terrence Crawford, because this is championship boxing. This is the biggest fight in Earl's career. He just had the first biggest fight with him and Crawford, and he lost. This is the rematch. This is Mr. Running Back right here. If Earl wins this fight right here, all the doors open up for him. If he loses this fight, then, you know, Earl, he'll still be a great fighter, but it'd be like Vernon Forrester was to Shane Mosley. He had his number. But, you know, Vernon Forrester, he couldn't beat Rayo Mayorga. Mayorga used to beat Vernon Forrester tail. But Shane Mosley will whoop Mayorga, but he couldn't mess with Vernon Forrester. That's why styles make fights. But Earl and Boots getting that ring together, you know, they do a lot of damn sparring. That'll help Boots out, because Boots, there's no way in his career Boots will get that type of sparring with anybody else, sparring on the level of EJ. And one thing about it, Boots is not a sparring partner. So he's not going to come to that camp to lay down. Yes, iron does sharpen iron, Antonio Brown, and Boots is not coming to lay down. But they're going to go in there. That's why I say they should do it for like 2-3 weeks. Because 2 to 3 weeks of that, that's going to sharpen Earl. That's going to get Earl to where he needs to be at. And listen, you got to do everything you got to do. You're going against pound for pound the number one fight in the world. That's Terrence Bud Crawford right now. And so it's how bad do you want to win this fight? Yes, you got to realize Floyd sparred Zab Judah. Damn, the Matrix, Mr. Matrix himself, Jermaine Ortiz was his sparring partner. Yes, and you know, Wilder sparred Helenius. You know, a lot of people spar and end up fighting these sparring partners later on down the road. But that's not saying Earl and Boots are gonna meet later on down the road, because their careers is in two different trajectories right now. Boots is still 24 and he still got a lot of growing to do. And Earl looking for the big fights right now. Not saying Boots ain't a big fight, but Earl looking for more established names right now. He's not going to risk it all on the line like Boots. I'm just keeping it real. Boots is a damn handful for anybody. Anybody that get in the ring with Boots, it'll be a damn handful. And we just speaking facts over here. But if Earl wants to beat Crawford, he needs to get Boots. And he needs to pay Bozy and Boots what they want to get in the ring. And I feel like both teams win from that. Because Boots has never been in the ring with somebody on the level of Earl Spence. Earl Spence has never been in the ring with somebody at the level of Boots. He's been there with Crawford. Crawford and Boots is two different animals. But I feel like you give Earl 3 weeks of sparring with Boots and then finish off his training camp, hey, that's as ready as Earl gonna get right there for that fight. Earl with Blu-ray and Earl with Boots. And I've done talked to Derrick James. Derrick James said it's a great idea. And, you know, Sean Porter, he brought it up first because Sean Porter tried to train with Boots. He wanted Boots for his Terrence Crawford fight. And Boots and them turned him down because Porter wasn't trying to offer the type of money. But Earl has the type of money. And, you know, Porter is not the fighter that's the level of Earl Spence. And this could be Boots' only chance to get in the ring with Spence. So he can get in the ring with Spence and he can learn just like Spence. And Spence learned from Floyd Mayweather. Earl Spence got in the ring with Floyd Mayweather. And like they said, when Earl came back from sparring with Floyd Mayweather, he was a completely different animal. The guy he used to spar with said, man, Earl was doing things that I didn't even know he could do after that. So when you sitting there sparring against a great fighter, or you've been in the ring with a great fighter, it's like going against a great chess player. It makes you that much greater because it ups your game. When you're going against people that's not great, you know your sword dulls. You got to keep your sword sharp. And the way you keep iron sharp is to keep sharpening on other iron. Like only a diamond can cut a diamond. You can't use metal to cut a diamond because the diamond is the hardest. It's the hardest. They say mineral on Earth really is a diamond. Basically, that's what they say. That's why they have diamond cut saws and all that shit right there, because a diamond is just that strong. And it takes millions of pounds of pressure to compress coal into a diamond. So put that pressure on Earl, put that pressure on Boots, have them in sparring camp together, let them compress each other and turn each other into a diamonds. And that right there will boost Boots' career to a whole different level, being in there with the great Earl Spence. And that will boost Earl Spence to a different level, being in there with young Jerron Ennis. And Earl and Boots, and I'll tell you this, if they do that, that Spence and Crawford fight will be that much more different. Earl will be ready for the counters. He'll be ready for the slickness. Because Texas and Philly, they have two different boxing styles in Texas and Philadelphia. You know, just like Detroit has a different boxing style. New York has a different boxing style. Each state and city has a different boxing style. Like when Carl Frampton sparred Stephen Fulton. After Carl Frampton sparred Stephen Fulton, Carl Frampton was a much better fighter. He even beat Leo Santa Cruz that first time. But also, Stephen and Fulton became a better fighter as well. So it's not just benefiting one fighter. It benefits both fighters when two great fighters come together and spar. Just like Big Baby Anderson, he sparred against Tyson Fury. He even knocked out Tyson Fury in the sparring before the Wilder fight. Tyson Fury had to go back to England and go get his super juice. That's why Big Baby Anderson said he's the best heavyweight out there. But I feel like he caught Tyson Fury slipping because we've seen Big Baby Anderson in there with Charles Martin. And you know, with heavyweights, the fight can change with one hit. That's one thing about being a heavyweight. The fight can change with one hit. But I feel like in a real fight, Big Baby Anderson ain't ready for Tyson Fury yet. Even though he did get off and spar. So like I said, Earl and Boots need to spar with nobody in that gym but them. No cameras, no nothing. And let them boys go to work. The way they did with Floyd and Earl. And I feel like both fighters will benefit from that. Anybody want to hop up here? Y'all come on. The link's in the chat. But yeah. And Blu-ray, get Earl's body the best it should be. Because that Blu-ray thing, that's a different type of ball game. Earl Spence was daggone. Everybody know Earl Spence was 12-0 with 12 knockouts when he played with Blu-ray. Big dose, salute, Big King. Salute, King. Earl Spence was 12-0 with 12 knockouts under the Blu-ray program. No fight that he had with Blu-ray went the distance. Earl was strong. He physically strong. Like, you couldn't move Earl. He was that strong. Last fight, we seen Earl weak. So, like I said, Derrick James and Blu-ray, they need to hash their differences out and come together for the good of the Earl Spence team. And like I said, they need to reach out to Team Ennis and see if they can get Jerron into that training camp for a couple weeks. I mean, put your pride to the side. You know, it's either this. You want to walk around with Terrence Crawford with the win over you, or you want to come back and you want to get your get back. It's one or the other. And see, that don't mean you got to fight that young killer. You know, you have him in sparring. You know, you're not going back down to Boots' weight class. And Boots, he's coming in at 145. You know, Boots has no problem making the welterweight limit. So Boots is going to get undisputed before he moves up to 154. The boy is only 24 years old. He got plenty of time. He's going to hunt them belts down one by one, and he's going to be the first champion to get every belt one by one off the champions. That's what he's trying to do, because Earl tried to do it, and Earl came up short. But Boots has a chance to take a belt off each champion if Terrence Crawford drops the belts. But that's a different story right there. But we know Earl and Boots ain't fighting. And we see Terrence Crawford ain't trying to fight Boots, even though Showtime said it's an open paycheck. Like, they told Terrence Crawford he could name his price. Because Showtime, the same way Showtime beat HBO when they signed Floyd Mayweather. Because, see, HBO was the undisputed king of boxing. You couldn't touch HBO. HBO controlled boxing. Then they started getting ahead of themselves and try to push boxing on us that we didn't want, that we didn't ask for. They try to put them Europeans on us. They started pushing the Klitschko's, the Triple G's, and the Lomachenko's. Like, they tried to push European boxing on us like we didn't understand where the goods was at. Yeah, Europeans, they got decent styles, but the greatest boxers come from America. They're over here. Every boxer wants to come to America and get that check. Everybody wants to come to Vegas to get that Vegas check. So we're not going to act like it don't. And then you got people like Paulie Malignaggi, Teddy Atlas, and all them that steady pushing the narrative. And then they wonder why HBO went under. The same reason why the Zone lost over $1 billion. They pushing fights that we don't want to see. PBC, they checks in with the public. They know we want to see the blacks, we want to see the Mexicans. We want to see the skilled fighters fight. We're not trying to see that European. I'm not saying it's European trash, but it's a whole different level. If you notice, Canelo went on a European bum bashing tour because he knew what he was up against. And you know, it's a different type of character. You know, it's a whole different ball game. And you know, when you do it like that, it just is what it is. It's just facts. And yeah, anybody want to hop up here? Let's get it going with me. Hold on one second. All right. But yeah, Bomac gets caught in England with a gun. Now, that shit fluke because I would hope Bomac ain't that stupid. But you also got to realize Bomac and Terrence Crawford used to deal with Daniel Kinahan. Daniel Kinahan wasn't involved in this Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford fight either. And you got to realize when you got that type of money and you want to clean it and you get X'd out a deal that make you feel some type of way. It's a reason why Bob Arum doesn't go to England or Europe no more because he told on Kinahan. Okay, big dose. But yeah, it's a reason. Daniel Kinahan ain't nobody to play with. It's the reason why they got him most wanted. It's the reason why they have such a bounty on that man. You know, the mob controls boxing. It's always been a mob-controlled sport. And Daniel Kinahan has long arms. Even a champ like Deontay Wilder couldn't escape Daniel Kinahan's reach. You feel what I'm saying? And so, Bomac, I would hope he's not stupid enough to get on there with a gun. But over there in England, it's easy for them to set you up. It's easy for them to throw anything in your luggage or act like they found something in your luggage. But I'm not saying that's what happened. I don't know what happened. I'm just saying I would think that Bomac is a smarter individual than that. Because it wasn't even a Glock. And see, Glock, you can take a Glock through a metal detector without bullets. But Bomac had bullets, gun, and he had ammunition and the gun. And Bomac, he from the streets. I mean, I'm not saying he's a street guy, but he's not stupid to think that you can go on an airplane. So you mean to tell me that he got on from the United States with that gun and was about to make it back? Yeah, well, it does sound suspicious. Because the TSA had to check him first. So you mean to tell me he made it all the way to UK with it? And they just caught him when he came back? Salute Rome the Plug, salute Rod Walker. Yeah, it just sounds real suspicious, man. And I don't have nothing against nobody. I'm just saying, you know, when shit don't add up. Todd, what are you talking about? Plant took Benavidez's life and death and you still call him a bum. I've never called Caleb Sweethand Plant a bum. I said a European bum bashing tour. When he started fighting Avner Yildirim, John Ryder, he started fighting damn Billy Joe Saunders and Callum Smith. That's the European bum bashing tour, Todd. Hey, somebody send Todd on that to the upper room for me, man. I ain't even feel like arguing with this dude, man. I don't even feel like arguing with this guy, man. Send him to the upper room, man. Yeah, all them Callums and Liam. And like I said European, Todd. Caleb Plant is American. dumbass. It'd be some crazy ass people, man. Like, I guess comprehension skills are off. Because clearly, Caleb Plant is an American. Clearly. I said a European bum bashing tour. It got so bad that the Zone didn't even want to pay for some of them fights. So yeah, it was a bum bashing tour. Then he fought John Ryder, a man that got beat by 3 of the people that Canelo beat. 3 of Canelo's people, 2 of them stopped John Ryder. And Canelo couldn't stop him. John Ryder got stopped by one of Canelo's people that he stopped. Rod Walker, Ryder wasn't trash, but he wasn't a B-level fighter. He was C or D. Ryder should not be in the same conversation as Canelo. Caleb did, hey, LX, 84 LX. Caleb was beating the brakes off Canelo, but Caleb has a problem, his wind. And when he fatigued, Canelo stopped him. But he was boxing the hell out of Canelo. He was talking to him and everything, talking about, I'm pretty good, ain't I? You didn't think I was this good, did you? Yeah, he was giving Canelo that work. And he was talking to him. Canelo was getting frustrated. And then it got late in the fight. And Caleb Plant, you know how he gets tired in fights. He got tired. Canelo caught him with one of them haymakers. But yeah, Caleb Plant was talking shit to him the whole fight. He said, I'm pretty good, huh? You didn't think I was this good, did you? But see, we watched the decline, or should I say the deterioration of Canelo Alvarez. The Caleb Plant fight was the start of it. Caleb Plant was the start of it, right? Bivol beat the hell out of him 12 rounds, right? Him and Triple G, they had a snooze fest. Him and Triple G had a snooze fest. Tied. The only reason they made John Ryder Canelo's mandatory, Todd. Hey, y'all send Todd's other account to the upper room, please. Todd, we're gonna make you make a whole bunch of them today, buddy. But yeah, they made John Ryder the mandatory to Canelo, but it was also David Morrell was the mandatory as well. Benavidez was the mandatory as well. The IBF, they just went ahead. It was Barifikov, but they gave it to John Ryder out of nowhere. John Ryder had lost the fight to Danny Jacobs. They robbed Danny Jacobs. You feel what I'm saying? So don't come in here gassing and capping. We keep it 100 over here. But I'm not about to argue with a troll. But like I said, John Ryder, he was demanding though, but he had just got his ass. He had lost the 5 of Canelo. Man, he lost the 3 of Canelo's opponents. But he the man though. But like I said, we seen what Caleb Plant was doing to Canelo. We seen what Bivol destroyed him. Then we seen him versus Triple G. They was averaging 20 punches around. Not even landing 20, but they was throwing about 20 punches around, and they was tired by the 6th round. That was the snooze fest of fights, Triple G and Canelo. And they was still tired. Then we see Canelo go against John Ryder. And he was tired then. Spencer Taylor, salute. But yeah, we seen him gas out his last 5 fights. Jermell Charlo's coming in at 162, 163. He's going to be in perfect physical conditioning. He's going to be in there, and he's got his regular weight. He ain't going to have to cut down to 154. So all he got to do is cut about 20 pounds. So he's going to be real strong, real big and nice. He's muscular right now. Right now, Jermell Charlo's at about 180, 175, between 175 and 180. Next week he'll be about 168, 160, 168, 170, and he ain't gonna have to cut that water weight. Jermell gonna be nice and hydrated, and he gonna be ready for Canelo. But see, Canelo's not really a 168 fighter. He keep bringing people up to 168. If he was, he would fight Morrell or Benavidez. Those are true 168 pounders. He not fighting them. Canelo really a 160-pound fighter, fighting at 168. He's not fighting the real hard hitters of 168. He's not trying to. But yeah, here go the link right here, Todd, if you want to get up here and talk about it. We just not gonna talk about it in the chat. But if you want to hop up here and give me your opinion, it's right there. We can get it popping this way now. I ain't got no problem with it. Everybody can state their opinions, but I ain't about to have no troll me in my chat. You know something, Rod Walker? I think Morrell beats everybody from 168 to 200. The only problems he'll have is that light heavyweight against Benavidez and Bivol, but I feel like he'll stop both of them. The cruiserweights, they're nothing. And the bridgeweights, they are nothing. You got MacBook Air in them. Them guys are sorry. You got motherfucking, what's my boy name that always get a tie in the fights? He was with Mayweather. Man got like 5 ties on his record. The light-skinned guy. I forgot his name. What is his name? He just won a belt. But he always get a tie. Like he moved up in weight. He could never get a win. And Mayweather never used to keep him, but he was always, like, I thought he was always an average type fighter, but he always got a tie. TJ, I feel you, but I got Morrell stopping him. Badu Jack. There you go, Darius Gilliard. Badu Jack. I knew my boy Darius would come through with it. Badu Jack. Badu Jack's a champion up there. Now, not Ishe big guy, BK. I'm talking about Badu. TJ, Benavidez ain't got no footwork. And Morrell, he got more power than Benavidez. That's why Benavidez throw bunches and bunches of punches. His punching power ain't like that. And see, David Benavidez, he squares himself up whenever he fights. He'll have both of his feet square, parallel. You're never supposed to have your feet parallel. But David Benavidez, he'll parallel his feet and throw his punches like that. Like, you lose your power when you square up. You're supposed to always have them at an angle. And see, we watched Caleb Plant beat Benavidez for 6 straight rounds. That's why I thought it was a draw between Benavidez and Plant. Even though the second half Benavidez did it, we seen Caleb Plant outbox in the first half of the fight. Morrell can box his ass off too, but Morrell has power. And Morrell's young and he's hungry and he's got the footwork and he's still one of them Cuban boxings. He's a Cuban boxer with Tank Davis power. He sent the #1 guy, your Bowie, your Bosie, he sent him to a coma for 2 weeks. So yeah, Benavidez, his footwork ain't right. That's why I said, Rod Walker, he squares up. He has his feet parallel instead of in a perpendicular angle. Like he be standing straight up. Like you can knock him off balance easily like that. He doesn't have no leg work. He's off balance. And he throws so many punches. Morrell will counter that man and put something on him. That's why he took the Boo Boo fight instead of the Morrell fight. He was supposed to fight Morrell next. I even did a video on it. He said Morrell was next, and he didn't take that monster. He said, fuck it, I'm gonna take Boo Boo. And he did. So I can't get mad at him. He took the Boo Boo fight. Y'all give me 1 second. I'm about to switch devices real quick. Hold on 1 second, people. All right, I'm back. Okay. Okay, let me see. We're gonna hold up. Give me 1 second. I'm switching out. All right, there we go. All right, I got it straight now. But yeah, that's one thing they ain't trying to do. Yeah, I know, Rod. I was switching devices. Zulu line, my guy. What's up, big dog? Let me make sure I got you wrenched up in this bad boy. Yeah, my guy Zulu line. Gotta make sure I add him. That's my guy right there. Let me see what feeling real. Hold on one second. Let me check out feeling. All right, feeling real cool. He look like he pretty cool. I'm gonna go ahead and get him right too. All right. You know, I'm adding people as moderators until I get to about 5,000 followers, and then we're gonna tighten this thing up. 2 cent box. I'm gonna drop the link for you. I'm gonna drop the link for you. Oh, you already there. Shout out to 2 cent boxing, man. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to 2 cent. What's up, 2 cent? Can y'all hear me?
I can't hear you. What up,
Oh,
chat? What y'all got going on today?
can you hear me now, 2 cent?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, my bad. Feeling real cool. I'm sorry about that, princess. But I got you in on the team right now. You on the team. Okay. What's going on, princess? What we got going on?
Nothing much. What y'all up here, man? I've been on here all day on live. This people hot today on the boxing.
Yeah, at first I was going in on the when I first got on, I was going in about how as black guys, man, we got to start standing up for the women, like that thing in Houston where they smacked that girl in the face with that brick. How it's a
Yeah.
guy bad where a woman can't tell a guy no without a guy getting upset. Like, yeah, like we got to stop that right there. And then I went to the fact that people lying on content talking about Derrick James got fired by Spence, which ain't happened
And I
because
don't even know why people think like, even if Spence did need to fire James, he's too stubborn to even do that. I would think like
they
he
don't
gonna
realize
fire.
that they don't realize that Earl Spence and Derrick James has a bond beyond boxing. For one, for two, they don't realize Earl Spence is a loyal guy.
Right.
He's
To
the
a
truth.
fault. To a fault.
Exactly. But content creators get up here and try to create content. Good job. Appreciate that too, TJ. TJ said he just subscribed to you, 2 cent.
Yeah, I just told him thanks for the sub. Shout out. Appreciate all the subs. Appreciate everybody on here that been supporting my channel, helping me grow. I'm at about 200 subs right now. My first big goal is 500. So I just keep putting up content. If you go to my page and watch some videos, just let me know and drop it below in the comment section your opinion. If you agree, if you disagree, if I need to shut up, whatever you feel, just leave it in the comments so we can get some dialogue going.
Okay, who else we got? We got my boy Pierre on the screen. What's up, Pierre?
What is up? What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. How you doing, King?
I'm all right, bro. I can't call it.
Yeah, but like I was saying about Benavidez and Morrell. Benavidez, he's a flawed fighter, but he's young too. Morrell is just better overall. That's why Benavidez, he went ahead and took the Boo Boo fight. And I really think that Boo Boo might be a problem for Benavidez as well, because Boo Boo, he creates angles, and Boo Boo is not the easiest person to hit. And Boo Boo is starting to get used to his power. Boo Boo was actually a pound for pound fighter. He just took some time off. But David Benavidez, he got outboxed 6 rounds by Caleb Plant. I don't care what nobody say. Caleb Plant won the first 6 rounds.
Sure did.
Now
Hey,
Boo Boo is a better boxer than Caleb.
Does
Boo
he
Boo
have
gonna give
better
him problems.
stamina than Caleb? What's
I mean,
his
Boo Boo
stamina
went the
like?
whole 12 rounds. Boo Boo goes 12 round fights. Boo Boo ain't never had no stamina issue. We've never seen Boo Boo with a stamina issue. He always in great shape, and he's hard to hit. Benavidez, he denied the Boo Boo fight early, but he was stuck between Boo Boo and Morrell, and he took the lesser evil.
Hey, David
Exactly,
Benavidez
Zulu
might be
Lines.
in trouble though. He might be in trouble if he face Boo Boo, man, because he's so awkward, like you said. He throws shots from different angles, and that's some Benavidez not used to. And he's not gonna be like a target on the line. So it's gonna be a
Exactly.
different type of fight for him, man. Don't. It's a lot of people. It's the reason why a lot of fighters avoided fighting him.
Look, Caleb Plant was beating the hell out of Benavidez until he got tired.
Oh hell yeah, he gets sloppy though. Benavidez gets sloppy late in the later rounds.
Benavidez is always sloppy. Benavidez has no defense.
Hey, what's his height?
Benavidez is an offensive-minded fighter. His defense is never there.
How tall is
Y'all
Benavidez?
remember though, if y'all remember Benavidez versus Ron Gavall, Hot Rod Gavard, the dude that used to be with Mayweather, Ron Gaville. Ronald Gaville, they fought twice. Benavidez couldn't stop him, but he was boxing the hell out of Benavidez's ass.
Hey, what's Benavidez's height?
He like 6'4", 6'5", I think. He's
Yeah,
pretty tall.
That's why I thought.
Morrell's just as tall as him, though. Morrell's just as tall.
Oh.
Morrell's just as fast, but Morrell has footwork and Morrell has power. And Morrell doesn't square himself up. Morrell, he keeps his punch, and Morrell has that Cuban school of boxing.
I didn't know you was talking about Morrell. Yeah, he better stay away from Morrell. That dude is the fucking truth. He better stay away from him. He dangerous for a guy like Benavidez.
Yeah, he ducked Morrell to fight Boo Boo because he was supposed to fight Morrell next. Then he said he was waiting on Canelo fight. They offered Canelo 50 mil. Canelo didn't fight him. So then he said Morrell was next if he didn't get Canelo. And I did a whole video about it. Samson Likowicz, his dad, they all said Morrell was next. Then David Benavidez said, I didn't say Morrell was next. And then, they started talking about Boo Boo. And at first they didn't want to fight Boo Boo because they said Boo Boo was a hard person to fight. He'd make you look bad trying to fight him. But they had either Boo Boo or Morrell. And they said, we're going to take Boo Boo.
Yeah, either way it go, he going to have trouble in this fight. He ain't going to be like no Caleb Plant or nobody else. He going to struggle in this fight.
I got Boo Boo winning.
I got him winning. Because like I said, that dude is so fucking awkward. It's hard to try to prepare for a guy like that. And he long as shit. Like this dude he got his length got to be over what, 74?
The fight's still not official though, right? I think I watched a video with Benavidez Senior saying they signed a contract and you haven't signed a contract or something like that.
I thought the fight was for October. It was official already.
Maybe I watched the old video.
I might be wrong. I'm going to have to check on it after this live, then.
Yeah, I don't think it's official yet.
Salute Bruce Gas. Salute Hendo. Hendo, you say I got the Mexican monster. Boo Boo starts off way too fast. Way too fast? What do you mean?
Hey, did Derrick James really leave Errol Spence?
That was propaganda, bro. People on the internet trying to make up some damn content. Derrick James ain't leaving Errol Spence. I think
they like to make stuff up about Spence because he's so private, and nobody gonna come out and say if it's a lie, if it's the truth. So it's kind of like how they do Al Heyman. They just be making up whatever.
Yeah, right.
And I do think they're supposed to be. I do think they're getting some more eyes. What's that?
So, what's up with these fans, man? Like, I know I'm an Errol Spence fan, right? But it's like, why is everybody like harping on this so hard that he took an L? Didn't all the greats lose? Like, why is everybody taking this shit so serious that he lost one fight? I just don't understand it, man. Like, it's only one loss. Like, Canelo Alvarez lost what, 2 fights, and he's still the face of boxing. They telling Errol Spence he should retire after one loss.
It's because people like to see you when you're down. Like when you great,
crazy though.
Listen, when you do great things, you're gonna get haters. And when people like to see you when you're down, they can't stand to see a person win. And when you win, that makes a lot of people they not happy with their own lives and stuff, right? And they're miserable. and they like to see other people miserable. And so they're not happy when you're doing good. They want to see you do bad because they're doing bad. So they wish bad upon you. And they'll do that, and they hope that you will fail. And when that happens, that makes them that much more happier. You know what I'm saying? But you got people, like if Crawford lose, they're going to do the same to him. Just like when Thurman lose, they did the same thing to him. Like Teddy Atlas actually said after Wilder lost to Fury, he was like, now I can like him. Like a strong fighter like us, we make them feel nervous, bro. Like we make people nervous.
I don't
so they gotta
understand
see
this
us
shit, though, bro.
They gotta see us humble. I mean, it's not for you to understand, bro. It's they gotta see us humble because our greatness, it makes them feel inferior. And so they like to see us brought down a peg. That makes them feel better about themselves. Like Teddy Atlas, he did a whole video said, now I can like Wilder because he's lost. He's a better fighter now that he's lost.
They were in love with Wilder. Everybody started loving Wilder after he lost. Oh, he's such a warrior. He this, he that. And I was like, why didn't y'all have this appreciation for Wilder while he was winning? Why are you gonna wait for him to lose to appreciate him? It didn't make any sense to me.
Because it showed that he had a flaw. It showed he wasn't perfect or invincible. See, they hate our invincibility. When we look like we invincible, they hate that right there. So they want to see us lose, so they can show that we're not just godlike. We're not unbeatable. And see, when Crawford loses, they're gonna do the same thing to him. But see, they was using the against Earl. They go.
I can't hear you no more. Up.
Like his mic went out.
Wait. And so I'm gonna tell you like this, Boo Boo, he does start off fast, but you know, his last fight, he lasted all 12 rounds. He lasted all the rounds. But yeah, they just gotta make him feel bad. But no, I think Derrick James, yeah, it does do that, hidden dog. They hate when I do that. But I think Derrick James, they're gonna get an extra coach in there, another set of eyes. But Earl Spence ain't about the
they got to.
Yeah, I mean he got five top fighters in there. He got Ryan Garcia, Anthony Joshua, he got Charlo, Frank Martin. I mean, you know, and he was doing it just by himself. He got to put the ego to the side and got to get some help in there. And you know he's gonna get some help in there because he can't just do it by himself.
Hey, I
think him and Blu-ray need to come past their differences and realize this is about Earl, not about either one of them. And they need to go ahead and do what's right for Earl in his career.
Hey,
yo,
they need to, if they gonna bring somebody in my opinion, they need to bring Sugar Hill in. Sugar Hill to get Earl Spence right. If we talking about another set of eyes, he'll get that dude right, man. They need to get Sugar Hill in there. Somebody, you talking about
Sugar Hill from Tyson Fury? You talking about Tyson
Fury?
Man, no. If anything, I would get Virgil Hunter. Or somebody like that. Somebody that know. Or I would get Floyd Senior, Floyd Senior, Virgil Hunter. It's plenty of people better than Sugar Hill out there, bro.
But I didn't know Floyd Senior was still training though.
I mean, it's plenty of people that's better than Sugar Hill out there, bro. Sugar Hill has fighters that's damn on that shit, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't really think Sugar Hill's a great trainer, honestly.
He's not somebody you would want to be associated with, like Victor Conte.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know that shit.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
That'll bring scrutiny to the Earl Spence camp as soon as they bring Sugar Hill in there.
Hold on, so he part of the snack?
No.
Not, bro. Do you be watching boxing, homie?
I do, bro, but I ain't know Sugar Hill was associated with this shit though.
You know, that's Tyson Fury's coach. Sugar Hill is Tyson Fury's coach.
Yeah, but see, I didn't know whether he was.
The coach knows everything that's going on with you, bro.
What about Malik Scott?
Malik Scott, that'll be pretty good.
That'd be good.
You chewing gum 2 cents?
Nah, am I chewing gum?
Yeah.
No, that ain't me.
They said somebody chewing gum.
But
What's damn? I
I
just
can't imagine. I would say Kenny Porter, but I don't think Derrick and Kenny get along.
Nah, cause I remember when Kenny Porter said he trained Earl for the Olympics. What happened to my man Pierre? I remember when Earl said, Kenny said he trained Earl for the Olympics. Derrick got mad about that.
What's going down, upper echelon?
What's going on, King? What's good with you?
Not much, man. Ain't talking this boxing.
Yeah, talking this about what's going on with you.
Not much, man. It's crazy what happened to Bomac, dog. I don't like Bomac, but I respect his greatness. I respect what he do for the sport. But it's just messed up, man. I don't know what's going down with that situation.
Yeah, like I don't think he's that damn dumb to try to down. And look, they try to say that he went to and tried to come back with it. Like, first off, he's not gonna take it to there with that. You feel me? They would have caught him at TSA. Leave.
Yeah.
I mean, but did he really think he was gonna shoot somebody? Like, you can't even have guns here. So it's just, I'm not. Listen, I'm not. I'll be the last person to defend Bomac, but I'm just saying that situation and story doesn't make sense. However, they're associated with so many characters in boxing. Ain't no telling what's really going on with Bomac over there in the UK.
Then they talk.
Well, you know they got that Kinahan situation over there too.
I was just gonna say, yeah. I think he upset he didn't get his cut out of that fight.
Yep.
They kept telling him, "But look, man, we can't do business with you. You in business with that man. It ain't gonna happen."
Yeah, they said they weren't gonna do business with him if he was in there with Kinahan.
We don't know how that played out behind the scenes.
Box.
Looking good.
Yeah, so hurry up.
Yeah, Bomac though, man, that's messed up.
Yeah, I feel like I don't think Bomac's that damn stupid. Like I feel like there's some shit behind that because it wasn't even a Glock. Like this man tried to take a regular gun through. Like Bomac, he ain't stupid, man. He ain't stupid. I felt like that's why Bob Arum don't go over there to the UK no more.
Oh yeah, he ain't messing with it no more. Nope.
Nah, he sat there and he said something about Kinahan. He told on him.
Yeah.
So
he pulled a gun on him, huh?
yeah, Bob Arum told on Kinahan. So Kinahan ain't about to let that shit slide.
Nah.
That's why Bob Arum ain't been going to Tyson Fury's fights.
Really? What you mean? When did he tell on Kinahan?
We know.
Remember they was covering for Kinahan, talking about he was a good guy.
Yeah,
and
but
all
you remember when they had that big inquisition. Remember they had that big inquisition
when they got audited.
Yeah, when all the people that can't come back to America. Yeah, when they started labeling people and telling them they couldn't come to America no more. Tyson Fury can't come back to America. Bob Arum, he disassociated himself with them quickly.
Wow.
Hey, did you see Frank Warren interview?
No, I didn't see that.
He had a little smirk on his face. It was like, if it's true, Bomac can't never come back to the UK and all that other stuff. He was set up, man. It seemed like a setup to me.
And it was a horrible setup at that because it don't even make sense.
Like I said, I don't like Bomac, but that's unfortunate right there. I don't wish that on nobody.
I mean,
somebody said he got to do hard labor in prison. I don't know. I've been hearing a lot of rumors. I heard he's in the worst prison in the UK, and now somebody's saying he's gonna have to be doing hard labor in prison.
Shit, his hearing is the next one.
He would if he would stay there, but United States and the UK, they got a good policy where they send prisoners back and forth. They gonna extradite Bomac back over here. He'll probably get, and the money that Terrence just made, all it's gonna talk. It's gonna take a few dollars. Well,
but they say it's a mandatory 5 before they even talk about sending them back over here.
Like I said, the type of money that's being made, and Terrence Crawford with Al Heyman now. You feel what I'm saying? Al Heyman got some breach too. Like I said, it's gonna cost. It's gonna cost.
This rematch has got a whole lot spicier.
Yep, and you know what else?
Say.
Terrence Crawford done lost a lot of motherfucking leverage in his bidding as well. Because if they do this favor for you, all that bidding that you was doing, all that holding out. You know, you be holding on to somebody now. So now, all that negotiating, now you're gonna take this fight.
Yeah.
Hell, Steven
So they
Espinosa.
gonna make him take that in his fight.
I was just about to say that. Now, if you see Boots versus Bud, you know what happened. Steven Espinosa made a couple calls. Al Heyman made a couple calls, and they got Boots in the right situation. I mean, it happens. You know.
It's boxing.
Look how they did it. They was covering for Broner all them years. You know, they kept Broner out the situation a lot of times. You know, look at motherfucking Sergey Kovalev. This man broke a girl's neck and kicked the dog.
Damn,
Man.
I ain't never even heard that.
Y'all don't remember that? And then
Yeah, I
when he
remember.
fought Canelo, and then all his charges got dropped.
Right.
Oh no, I ain't know that.
Yeah, before the Canelo fight, you know, Kovalev was in trouble for breaking the girl's neck and kicking the dog. Yeah,
Did
Kovalev
he
was.
kill her?
Nah, he broke her neck though.
Damn, that is brutal.
Yeah, 84 LA. He said, I remember that. Yeah, Kovalev. First off, she got him locked up for stalking him, and then he got out and went back and was hiding in the bushes. And when she came home, he jumped out, broke the girl damn neck, kicked the damn dog like a football, and every damn thing. They were about to get that man a hard time. Then he fought Canelo, and the charge disappeared. But she had already got the man locked up for stalking and assault and battery and stalking. Because he had stalked, they was dating, he stalked and whooped her ass. And she went and took charges out on him. And he got out. He was hiding in the bushes. And when she came home, he hopped out and gave her the business. And kicked the dog too.
Damn. Well, we'll see how this play out. I'm interested to see, but I know he don't have a
Yeah,
court
him
date till
dog. It all
October.
went away. Yeah, original American. Yep. As soon as the police started getting on Bob Arum's ass, he told everything. Bob Arum said his old ass wasn't about to go down.
So what was Bob saying? If they were acting like they didn't know who he was or what he did. So what was Bob?
Kinahan, they had a whole list. That's why they got that bounty out on Kinahan. The American government, and they got the bounty out on Kinahan for like $10 million. Like, you know, they had him for corruption and everything. Hey, Tyrone, I can't even let you say that. I mean, Big Dose talking about, it's me, Sergey killed me with that out the bushes. Yeah, Sergey hopped up out that motherfucker like the Jack in the Box. And we're like, girl, you thought this thing was over? Tyrone, I mean, if you think Canelo gonna destroy Charlo, you can hop on up here and explain that. Just like he destroyed John Ryder and Bivol and Triple G, right? All right, Tyrone. And another thing for you, Tyrone, you know boxing is scored by rounds, right? Devin Haney won 7 rounds. Lomachenko only won 5. If Lomachenko would have won the 12th round, it would have been a draw. You can't get happy because Lomachenko won 5 rounds that look spectacular when he lost 5 of the first 6 rounds. He lost the 12th round and lost another round in between. So how is that a win? Exactly. Like, people kill me with that Lomachenko won. Nah, he won 5 good rounds. And if Lomachenko would have won the 12th round that he said he took the gas off, he could have got a draw. He could have got a draw. Hey, man, y'all can send Tyrone to the upper room if y'all want to, man. You know, have fun with him. I see what type of person he is already. But, yeah, 7 rounds to 5 is a win in my book, bro. Now, like I said, if Loma would have fought the 12th round and didn't take the gas off, he would have got a draw at least, or maybe he would have got the win. But he even admitted himself that he took the gas off the 12th round. And just like the T.O. fight, he lost the first rounds. Devin scored 5 quick rounds quick on Loma, if you don't remember, Tyrone.
Nah, 84 LX. I think he didn't want to do that shit with Stevens because he didn't want to fight Stevens in there. I feel like Haney, when he got in the fight with Loma, Haney thought he was better than what he was, and Lomachenko fight, it showed him that he wasn't really that far. But see, when he fought Camboso, since Camboso beat Teofimo and Teofimo beat Loma, you know, he tried to use the triangle theory. He thought Teofimo beat Loma, Camboso beat Teofimo, and I just beat Camboso so easily twice. He said, that means I'm leagues above Teo and Lomachenko. That's what Haney was thinking. Then when Haney got in the ring with Lomachenko, and he seen how close it really was, then he realized he wasn't leagues above. See, when Teo beat Camboso, he thought he was on top of the world. He thought Tank couldn't mess with me. He thought everybody couldn't mess with him. But then that Lomachenko fight, it showed him that it's a lot more closer than he thought. Lomachenko brought some perspective to Devin Haney. And Devin Haney realized that I'm not as good as I thought I was, because he couldn't separate himself from Lomachenko, who Teofimo beat, who Camboso beat. He tried to use the triangle theory. That's why we say triangle theories don't work in boxing. And so after he realized that, you know, maybe I need to go back to the drawing board. I'm not really ready. And Shakur Stevenson, like Bill Haney said, used to get off on Devin every time they fought. And that's Bill Haney's words, not mine. So Devin thought he had progressed more than he had. But that Loma fight was a reality check. And Devin realized that, hey, I need more work. See, Devin's confidence is kind of shocked right now. Devin's fans has more confidence in him than he has in himself. And I'm just being honest because, you know, I used to box. And when you have a fight like that, it makes you think about the situation. And so Devin, he needs to get out there and have a nice showing against somebody. Because right now, he's not who he think he is. So that's why he didn't do that with Shakur. Yeah. Damn, both of them dropped off. Yep. But I appreciate all y'all for coming out. My boy Just Do on right now. I came on a little late because I was having problems, but I'm gonna drop a video later on the Upper Echelon Man channel because there's a situation I'm working on about the guys hitting girls in the face with bricks and stuff. But y'all smash the like button. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for coming out. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it in right now. It's past my time. Y'all hit the subscribe button if you ain't. I'm gonna be on later on tonight, like after knockout go off. But peace and blessings to all y'all. And y'all know how we end it.
You know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. Raw Molly got me all up in demon mode. Mouth moving like I done put clean in my nose. Tryna catch me up, I can leave with some hoes. He standing straight up, watch I make him lean with this pole. Would've thought it was closed, how that heat made him fold. Thought it was a game, he won't think no more. His brain's gone, nigga. It be exciting when I get to striking. Guns sound like thunder, hit you like lightning. Fight for your life, we don't do no fighting. We really hit it, nigga. We worse than savage, they calling us Vikings. Police be riding, we still be sliding. Told you we hitters, remember the time. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really tripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really tripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a triple ops Draco. I got them all, you don't want no. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really trippin', leaving nigga. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason.